I'm triggered. If you are watching this right now and you are wearing deodorant, you are a part of the problem. Deodorants were created to solve a fake problem and thrived thanks to the patriarchy. If you are wearing deodorant right now, you are supporting the patriarchy and you are preventing glass ceilings from being shattered, okay? Stop it. I'm Tyler Zed. Welcome to Zeducation. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another SJW episode. You guys, obviously, in order to enact social justice, you don't promote treating each other equally. You don't promote treating each other with respect. You don't promote treating others how you want to be treated. You don't do that. You know what you do for social justice? You cancel. You get rid of deodorant. You get rid of Dr. Seuss. You get rid of Gina Serrano. You get rid of everything, okay? That's how you bring social justice. Obviously, everyone knows this. Along with canceling deodorants, we're going to look at some other things and how this has backfired on people like Miley Cyrus, Madonna. And I'm going to teach you how to be less whites. There is a step, there's a guide on how to be less white, because that is how you bring social justice, obviously. Before we get into today's SJW examples, if you are going to continue wearing deodorants, please stick around, and if you're new to this channel, head down, make sure you are subscribed and have the bell clicked for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Now, all of you deodorant-wearing, patriarchal-supporting misogynists, you bad people, because you wear deodorant, let's jump right into this week's SJW episode. Biden's climate team. Systemic racism is to blame for climate change. Everything happens because of systemic racism. Everything. Ironically, as a reminder, Biden says his advisors will lead with science and truth. Truth over facts, man. Truth over facts, man. Take it from Biden.
We choose truth over facts.
The patriarchy continues to try to crush my neck with their heavy boots. I can't even read this with a straight face. Cut off my life force and take away my voice. Even those who call themselves artists. You know who you are. Death to the patriarchy now and forever. Yeah, she's so oppressed, guys. What is the net worth? I don't know what it is off the top of my head. I'll post it here after I look it up when I'm editing. But I'm pretty sure you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. One of the most famous artists of all time. And you're being oppressed. Oh, I feel so bad for you, Madonna. I feel so bad. Kendall Jenner faces accusations of cultural appropriation after announcing new tequila brand. You know, I didn't want to say anything, but obviously she can't make a tequila brand. That's cultural appropriation. How Miley Cyrus' preference remarks show underlying transphobia. Everyone's getting canceled. All of these people are SJWs too. Miley, she dug in even deeper, adding, everyone knows that tits are prettier than balls. Guys, Miley Cyrus is transphobic for saying that. I can't believe she said that. How dare she? Cancel Miley Cyrus right now. That is unjust. We need social justice. That is not just.
Words can create a more inclusive world or perpetuate oppression. Calling someone an animal as an insult reinforces the myth that humans are superior to other animals and justified in violating them. Stand up for justice by rejecting supremacist language.
Going on to say,
using animals as insults perpetuates speciesism. Instead of chicken, say coward. Rat, snitch, snake, jerk, pig, repulsive, sloth, lazy.
Guys, reject speciesism. Reject it, okay? In all seriousness, this is bull. See what I did there? Student loan debt is a pillar upholding white supremacy. It's time to cancel all of it. Cancel debts, universal basic income, free everything because of white supremacy. But I do have a couple questions here because white and Caucasian students have the most cumulative student loan debt. So actually, Guy, you would be perpetuating white supremacy, and I don't think we should do that. In an effort to be trans-friendly, a hospital is advising nurses to no longer use words such as breastfeeding and breast milk. Human milk and chest milk are the more acceptable terms to midwives to use. I don't know what to say anymore. I don't even know what to say. We're living in clown world. We're living in clown world.
F off already, white people. You enslaved and murdered whole continents. You have yet to make any amends, and even the good ones among pretend that's okay. We are still living in that world, and it makes the rest of us so sick and weary and disgusted with you.
Frickin' white people, man. Frick you. Frick you. Petition to put cis white dudes on a barge and float them out to sea. I've been calling for that for years now. I'm glad people are finally getting on board. Put me on a frickin' barge and out to sea. You're going, because you're bad. Tokyo Olympics president Yoshiro Mori caused a stir with sexist complaints. If we increase the number of female board members, we have to make sure their speaking time is restricted somewhat. They have difficulty finishing, which is annoying. Oh, dude. I'm pretty sure he got canceled for this. Americans who practice yoga contribute to white supremacy, claims Michigan State University professor. If you do yoga, you are bad. You are enabling white supremacists. Take it from our university professors. That's where all of this is coming from. Take it from them. They know best. And if you're wearing deodorant while doing yoga, you're going on the barge too. Well, now you know that you are contributing to an animal holocaust if you're not vegan. Yeah, I'm still making mistakes tonight. Fellow white dietitians, please stop saying Mediterranean diet is the healthiest way to eat. This upholds white supremacy. Is there anything that doesn't uphold white supremacy? I think that list would be easier to make at this point. Try to be less white. Guys, and this, you probably heard about it. We talked about it a little bit on this channel already. This was Coca-Cola's diversity training. And there was a little bit of a how-to guide on how to be less white, and here it is. To be less white is to be less oppressive, be less arrogant, be less certain, be less defensive, be less ignorant, be more humble, listen, believe, break with apathy, break with white solidarity. Be less white, guys. Basically, if you are white, you are all of this. Everyone knows that from the day you're born. Be less white. Be less white. Everyone be less white.
If you're white, yes, you are racist. Even if you think you're woke, we all benefit from oppression. Pretending you're not racist only makes racism grow.
If you don't believe that there's white privilege, please don't teach. If you don't believe that Black Lives Matter, please don't teach. If you don't believe in systemic racism and how it negatively impacts our students of color and don't want to help dismantle those systems, please don't teach.
You know, these clips are important because, as a reminder, in order to join the SJW movement, you have to become a smug, condescending, self-righteous a-hole. So make sure if you want to join the movement, you are those things. And also, on a serious note, take your kids out of public school. That's where all of this stems from. March is WIM XN's History Month. Join us in celebrating and supporting all the WIM XN, creating their own worlds, building their communities, and leading the way on Twitch. This tweet has been deleted. While we originally wanted to use a word that acknowledges the shortcoming of gender binary language, after hearing directly from you, including members of the LGBTQIA+ community on Twitch, we will be using the spelling women moving forward. That happened. That's real. They tried to change the spelling of women because of the patriarchy. Get rid of the word men in all words. Stop calling your female colleagues smart or clever or brilliant. It's sexist and infantilizing. You would never ever stress how truly bright Brandon is when recommending a spirit of trust. It shouldn't be surprising to you in 2021 that women are capable of thought. It's WIM XN, okay? Get it right. And don't ever compliment WIM XN ever again, okay? Because that's upholding the patriarchy too. Standardized testing is a pillar of systemic racism. Finding out what you know is racist. Tests are racist. Everything's racist. Me getting a vasectomy at the doctor's office, potentially stopping a future oppressor from being born. I'm just gonna put myself on the barge. You know, I'm not gonna prevent myself from having kids though. Air conditioning is unhealthy, bad, miserable, and sexist. I can't explain how many times I've gotten sick over the summer because of oversalization. I'm pretty sure this person is a journalist at like the New York Times or something. Some big publication. And this is real. The climate movement is overwhelmingly white, so I walked away. I can't even take this episode seriously. Oh my god, dude, no. Oh, dude. Actually, let's take a step back here. Greta, you are promoting white supremacy with the climate movement because it's so white. Greta, that's on you. That is on you. AOC, what are you doing? What are you doing? Let's walk away from this climate movement because of how white it is. All of us, let's stop talking about it. Let's stop predicting the end of the world. Please. Reparations for slavery could have reduced COVID-19 transmission and deaths in the U.S., Harvard study says. Harvard, there we go. Guys, if we just gave people free money, that would have prevented a lot. It makes so much sense. There are boys with vaginas and girls with penises. Demi Lovato says gender reveal parties are transphobic. Another message we've been trying to portray on this channel. Gender reveal parties, transphobic, and we need to stop them. Trans people exist. Oh, wow, I didn't know that until Oreo Cookies tweeted that. Wow, thank you. Thank you, Oreo. New Zealand Maro lawmaker rejects neckties as colonial noose. I'm glad to see New Zealand is on board because neckties here in America too. Neckties, suits, all of that. It represents capitalism. It represents colonialism. It represents white supremacy. Down with neckties. Down with neckties. A Washington Teachers Union president says reopening schools is an example of white supremacy. Concern over a child's mental health or suicide risk is white privilege. And push to reopen schools is like rioters pushing to enter the US Capitol. I mean, it's also like 1939 Nazi Germany too. Duh. Get on the barge. There's no place for you anymore. Be less whites, okay? The patriarchy, down with it. Stop using deodorant. Start saying chest feeding instead of breastfeeding. All right, get on board with the movement, guys. It's 2021. What do you think about the clown world that we are living in? How does all of this stop? What happened to logic and reason? Let me know down in the comments. While you're down there, please like this video. Please help me get it recommended to others. That's it for today's video. Until next time, I'm Tyler Zed, and this is Education.
We choose truth over facts.
Idiots.